Good morning, 8th class students. Today I am going to start next chapter, chapter number 9, reproduction in animals. In this chapter, we have studied reproduction, modes of reproduction, sexual reproduction, development and life cycles, and asexual reproduction. Reproduction, the process by which a living organism produces its own kind, that is called reproduction. The young ones formed during reproduction that are called offspring. Modes of reproduction, living organism reproduce in the two ways, sexual and asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, in which two parents are involved, that means male and female, and produce new individual. Each parents produce special sex cells that are called gamete, and the formation of gamete are called gametogenesis, and the union of male and the female gametes are called the fertilization. Fertilization means the process of fusion of sperm's nucleus with the nucleus of egg, that are called the fertilization. Fertilization is of two types, external and the internal. When the fusion of male and the female gametes takes place outside the body of the female, that are called the external fertilization. For example, it is found in the frog and the aquatic animals like fish and the starfish, etc. Internal fertilization, when the fusion of male and the female gametes that takes place inside the body of the female, that are called the internal fertilization. It is occur in the reptiles, insects, human beings, birds, mammals, etc. Significance of fertilization, that inherits the character from both the parents. Viviparous and the oviparous animals. Viviparous animals are those animals which give birth to the babies, and the oviparous animals are those animals which lay only eggs. For example, insects, fishes, frog, birds, and etc. Life cycle of frog. In the frog, development of embryo that takes place outside the female body, and the embryo develops inside the egg, and the embryo hatches of the egg, that is a larva called tadpole. In the diagram, we see external fertilization occurs where there is female frog lays a bunch of hundreds of eggs that are called the swarm, and it occurs, and when it hatch, that converted into the larva, that is called the tadpole larva. Tadpole larva are fish-like structure, and they swim in the water and they breathe through the gills. Then it is converted into the tadpole that feed on the aquatic plants and grow. Then they lose their tails and develop leg like frog. Then it is changes into adult frog. The development of tadpole into the adult frog, that process is called metamorphosis. What do you mean by metamorphosis? The change or the process in which transformation of larva into an adult थ्रू द मार्क्ड चेंजेस. जिन जिन चेंजेस के कारण जब टैडपोल एडल्ट फ्रॉग में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, उस प्रोसेस को हम बोलते हैं मेटामॉर्फोसिस. लाइफ साइकिल ऑफ फ्रॉग. बटरफ्लाई lay their eggs on the leaves. Adult butterfly lays on the leaf. ठीक है. That it converted into or hatch into worm like larva. That larva are called caterpillar. Frog larva are called tadpole. Butterfly larva are called caterpillar. That feed on the leaves and grow. When fully grown, caterpillar that covered into a protective case that are called cocoon, and cocoon changes into pupa. Pupa is a resting stage. It doesn't feed or move. It changes into the cocoon where there is a butterfly inside it. Then it is converted into the young butterfly that comes out from the cocoon and grows into an adult. So that is a life cycle of butterfly. Asexual reproduction. A means single, where there is a single organism, or we can say the single parent that produce identical individual, are called asexual reproduction. That occurs in the amoeba, hydra, etc. The offspring produced by this reproduction, they are identical, they are same to each other, to the parent, so they are called clones. That is carried out in the many ways. First है binary fission. Bi means two, that occurs in the unicellular organism. Uni means single. The organism which have a single cell, that are called the unicellular organism, such as bacteria and amoeba. Firstly, the nucleus of the parent cell, when it is divided into two daughter nuclei, so we can say that fission is called the binary fission. Bi means two, when it is divided into two daughter nuclei फ्रॉम द पेरेंट सेल. एक पेरेंट सेल से जब ये टू डॉटर न्यूक्लियाई में कन्वर्ट हुआ, देन वी कैन से दैट फिशन इज कॉल्ड द बाइनरी फिशन. बडिंग. इन बडिंग, न्यू ऑर्गेनिज्म इज फॉर्म एज अ आउट ग्रोथ फ्रॉम द पेरेंट बॉडी. आपने प्लांट में देखा होगा एक बड, एक आउट ग्रोथ पार्ट निकल रहा होता है जो बाहर की तरफ ग्रो करता है, दैट आर कॉल्ड बड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इन हाइड्रा अ स्मॉल बज appears from the lower part of the body that grows into a bud, and it converted into the parent body and develop a young hydra. So that is all about the chapter. Thank you.